Welcome to the Victor and the Giant Fox Music Review Podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had my eyes closed for so long.
Just giving them the flavor, man.
Exactly. I'm here with my co-host, non-titular Mike.
What's up, guys?
Titular Victor is not here. He and his wife are at home trying to make a baby, so it's just the two of us tonight.
Man.
So, Mike, how you doing, man?
Not trying to make a baby, man. I'm the only one here not trying to make a baby.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good, man. It's been life's been good. Trying to create my own beard balm and beard oils and stuff like that.
Nice.
Didn't know there was that much of a science behind it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
All right, today we are looking at Architect's most recent album, the 2021 album, For Those That Wish to Exist.
What do we got, Titus?
I just said that.
Okay. Well, what do we got again? Because I didn't hear it.
What we have is the breakdown of Architect's most recent album. It's a long name. For Those That Wish to Exist.
That's right.
Well, let's get into it. You know what? There's 15 songs. I'm not gonna break down each song specifically.
All right.
I'm just gonna kind of go through my notes here, and we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what's worth mentioning.
Yeah, man. Talk about it.
So the first song, "Do You Dream of Armageddon?" It's just an intro track. It's not bad though. It's not an instrumental.
It's all right.
But then that goes on to I didn't look up the order of what they were released, but this is the first in the order of the album. That's the first single we've reached so far. Black Lungs, good riffy guitars, catchy hook, depressing lyrics, that whole thing. Good outro though.
Yeah.
Sick outro.
The outro is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does it set the tone for the album?
Yes, and I'll get into why I say yes, because that's not like a real good yes.
Yeah.
But
I gotcha.
Excuse me. Giving Blood, same thing. Depressing lyrics, anti-religion, which as a Christian, I don't hold it against anybody, but I don't prefer listening to those lyrics.
Not about it. Yeah.
To me, be like I can't think of anything not offensive to say there, so I'm just going to leave it alone.
That's good.
Discourse is, I guess I am going song by song.
Yeah,
Is that
you
what
really
I was
are,
going to. But just for these first few, and then, that was a tooth whistle. Just for these first few, and then we'll get a little more general.
All right.
Discourse is Dead is the first one that I really genuinely enjoyed.
Yeah,
Again,
same.
The lyrics, I identify with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I enjoy dwelling on, but I did kind of see it because these guys are from the UK, so I'm like, well, it kind of gives it, because I was going to say, of course, everybody keeps talking about this. It's tired. I don't need another album about it. But it might be different in the UK. Maybe that's still more of a hot topic over there. Here, it's just kind of how life's been since 2016.
Yeah. It's nothing different over here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much. Dead Butterflies, another single. It's the first guitar solo that stood out to me.
Nothing really memorable other than that.
The underwater guitar solo.
Yeah, it was very underwater.
Yeah. It was interesting. I mean, interesting in the sense that it did kind of break things up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, these guys, their musicianship has always been phenomenal. They're really good. And it's just like the last song, Discourse is Dead, was the first song that sounded like them to me.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy this band. I enjoy their old stuff. But not so much from what I heard at the first couple songs. Right. Then that song was good because it was like their old stuff.
So. Yeah, kind of a callback to their
previous albums.
An Ordinary Extinction, Impermanence. I mean, I'm looking at my notes here to see if there's something I'm not thinking of. Those two, there's kind of a little bit of a Chester from Linkin Park sort of, approach to the lyrics. And, you can hear that there's some influence there from Linkin Park. Just, I think a lot of music has it. Or, either influence or just they're influenced by the same bands that influence Linkin Park. But Linkin Park does have a pretty specific sound.
Yeah.
Especially Chester's voice. And it seems like in the past 5-10 years, a lot of people have really, maybe since he died, a lot of people feel connected with him. So they try to, pay tribute to his voice. That's a nice way to say it. Not say they're trying to copy him, but
yeah. These two songs really did I thought of Linkin Park right away. Listening to it just today, I was like, yeah, that's sounds like Chester's scream and his sing, which this guy kind of already has that.
Oh, okay.
He kind of does have a Chester sing scream type thing. But yeah, the music really kind of takes it there. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, I guess they're going for that now. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it seems like one common thread is that there's a big split in their fans from this album. Half the fans are happy that they're doing something new for, getting something fresh. And the other half are we've been with you for album after album after album. And now, it was 6 albums in, 7 albums in. Now you're going to change your sound or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I see both sides of that, Actually, I'll talk about that next episode because there's something interesting with our next band that ties into that a little bit. But
okay.
Which next week is a new band, a band that's new to us, and they are pretty young, called Alt, ALLT, Swedish band. They released their first EP in 2020, but they have a new one that's dropping on the 29th. So we're doing this EP in preparation for that, and then we'll cover that one once it drops. And once my, baby drops. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Good thing you said it that way. Yeah.
Flight Without Feathers was a good palate cleanser album, episode album. Oh my God. Good track. Good palate cleanser track in there. Little Wonder, good guitars, riffy.
I don't remember that song at all.
There's 15 tracks. Some are going to fall through the cracks unless they're hey, that rhymed. Unless they're on point for all of them.
I did skip a couple. Not skip entirely, but got halfway through and just...
This song's done for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Been there. I don't do it for these though because of how professional I am.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Titus never, ever skips a song.
Never.
Except for this next one.
No, I didn't skip this one because the next one is Animals. Probably seems like their most popular single.
Just a bunch of animals.
Oh my God. And the only note I had for that, especially once I saw that there was 49 million listens on just Spotify, I wrote it in my notes, man. It's new metal, of the Imagine Dragons hard rock feel with screaming.
Yep.
That's all it was for me, which is fine. But there's already a band called Imagine Dragons doing that just without the screaming. Right. I think. I don't know. I didn't need it in this album.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan. I listened to this one when it first came out and was like, if that's how the rest of their stuff is going to be, then I'm kind of checking out. And I hadn't listened to them since Animals dropped.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, not a fan of this whole kind of rock. It's just, it's radio metal is what it turns out being,
It's radio heavy rock is what it is.
Yeah.
With screaming.
Yeah.
It's being honest.
Bunch of bands did it, man. They all just kind of let go of my bad.
No, you're good. I got mine. I told you I got mine on in case I start having a baby.
Yeah, you've got a baby coming. I got nothing happening.
But yeah, so that one, that's what I was going to ask you. When's the last time you listened to All That Remains?
That was one of the bands that came up. They went radio rock, man. It's been, you know what? It's been 2 weeks.
Oh.
No, that's one of that's their first radio song.
I thought you were
that
going
came
Bare
out.
Naked Ladies. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's been.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's been years since I listened to them. Because, I mean, dude, coming off of songs like 6, This Calling, the freaking
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks was all right. Yeah, and it's just,
I mean, it still fit in with their. It was not their best, but it still fit in with their sound.
It wasn't so far into the whole radio rock thing that it was just kind of like unlistenable.
Right.
You know, just sounds like another Nickelback song.
I mean, I wasn't going to go that far.
That's what their new stuff started sounding like. It just kind of went, you know.
When's the last time you listened to Nickelback?
Yesterday.
Anyways.
I enjoy that one.
Back to the breakdown.
Yes.
Libertine. I think Libertine.
Yeah.
Cool one-liners in the lyrics. Good, good like synthy bass lines in there.
Yeah.
It's all that stuck out to me about that song, if I'm being honest.
This was my only other favorite song on the album.
Okay.
I was just like, you know what? That didn't suck. I mean, the other stuff was just too much for me.
Right.
Too much whiny, too much not aggressive, too much not like metal. I don't know what they're going for, but it doesn't feel like very much metal going on.
Right.
But yeah, Libertine was pretty cool. They got some of their old stuff back. Kind of made me feel like the song Doomsday by them. Just like an epic kind of thing that they're going for. But yeah, it was all right.
Nice. I'm trying to remember this one. Yeah, Goliath had kind of like Bring Me the Horizon vibes. I can't remember the guy's name, but this was one of like 4 or 5 tracks on the album that they had guest
Simon Neil.
There you go, Simon Neil from Giffilocoisis. No, it's some weird name. The band or a name I've never heard of at least.
Right. I was like, geez, you pulled that name out of. Wow.
Yeah. That I was speaking in tongues. That's what that was. The Goliath was another one that had a cool like bass line in it. Good bass work there. And then Fry Scream at the end coming in hot.
Yep.
And definitely. I was like, all right, is this album coming back at the last half? It did not. There was Demigod, which felt like it wanted you to feel both like creepy and haunting, but also happy. Like it was like, it was a lot of, there was like, major chords in there, but like, I can't even describe it because I'm a bassist, so I don't do any of that, I don't do chords on the bass because I'm a bassist. I'm not a guitarist playing bass. And so I don't do any of those like discordant sounding, whatever vibes. I just do, just it's all about single notes on the bass, man. Yeah. Except I'm a metal bassist, so I don't really even slap at a bass much. Meteor was a minor change of pace. They came a little too late in the album and was still ultimately, for me, forgettable.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think that was one of the singles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
It was Black Lungs, Dead Butterflies. My writing on this is not super clear. I almost said Dead Burrito. Because
might as well have been.
Yeah, might as well have been. I might have enjoyed it more. Dead Butterflies, Animals, and Meteor were the singles. And then Dying is Absolutely Safe, acoustic track. I mean,
we've had a lot of acoustic metal tracks on albums. This acoustic track doesn't really rank on any scale of metal doing acoustic, right? In my opinion.
to me, it was enough of a throwback to like when that was a little more common. That, you know, Demon Hunter, Haste the Day, like those kind of, you know, the earlier metalcore stuff. Yeah. To where, I don't know. All I can say is it wasn't my least favorite song on the album. It wasn't my favorite. Yeah. My favorites probably were Discourse is Dead and Little Wonder. I know I didn't say much about Little Wonder, but I did come away from that song liking it probably the most. Overall,
speak your mind, man.
Well,
we've been.
Did you have something to say about? Yeah, that's all we do here, really. Yeah. Overall, I definitely see that they put out quality stuff just in the sense like their mixing is good, their production is good.
Yeah.
Good musicianship, good, technique. The talent is there. But. Yeah, I mean, okay, and you can tell they put effort into it.
Yeah.
But if I wanted hard rock and new metal, I would go listen to hard rock and new metal. I don't want the first album that I've heard of a band that's very popular in the metal world to like this is my introduction to Architects.
Man.
And it's like, okay, so this is like if Imagine Dragons was trying to write a Breaking Benjamin song.
Dude, yes.
And that's, I mean, if I wanted that, I would go find that, you know?
Yeah.
So in the context of metal, not my thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. And see, that's the problem is there's 1,001 other bands out there that are Imagine Dragons, right. You know, and trying to be metal.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is not, it shouldn't have been this.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a band that a seasoned, like veteran band, metal band should be putting this album out.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's, you know, if that's what they want to do. I know one of the things one of the interviews I read with the drummer, Dan Searle? S-E-A-R-L-E, was that, I don't know, going into this album was kind of a middle finger to everybody who, and one of the lines in the songs is a little more direct. Basically a middle finger to everybody who like was trying to pigeonhole them into the same sound. What I have to say about that is maybe you shouldn't have such a hard-nosed, dickish attitude towards the people who have made you what you are, you know, the fans. Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about like the record label or other musicians, maybe, but it seemed like he was saying all the fans who just want them to sound the way they sounded before, are dead to him. Well, wow. I mean, it's pretty much what he said. I think he even posted that little thing on Twitter too.
Dang. Well, I see the thing with this band. I don't know if we're gonna probably get into this in another segment, but the loss of one of their members. I don't know if you
died or left the band.
Died.
Oh, okay.
He was their old songwriter and I think guitarist. He was he wrote the lyrics and like.
Oh, okay.
You know, he was constantly writing lyrics and stuff like that, and it made all of the writing that much more impactful and means something else, which is one of the things that like I think drew a lot of people to this band. Because like when they'd put on a live show, it was insane because there was so much emotion behind all of their lyrics and stuff like that, and you know they would just be playing their hearts out, which was awesome. So I could see the reason for a shift, you know, I could totally see that. A lot of bands
was that Tom, the drummer's brother? Dan, not Don, Dan. Was it around 2016, 2017?
I think so.
Okay. That guy did, I mean, he did leave the band, but on like what I've researched, I saw a few people leaving, like not in the band anymore, I should say, but I don't know. I saw like vague references to somebody being lost, but like I didn't find the word dead in there anywhere.
Oh,
so
Yeah, people were putting
I would
like
have added
RIP
probably a
and
little
stuff
more to
like
my to my review if I had known that.
That's all right.
Overall, if you haven't heard this album, the lyrical themes, I jotted it down, so I figured might as well talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of political and like what's the correct term for now? Climate crisis frustration and political frustration. Definitely some anti-religion themes in there.
Mm-hmm.
The lyrical tone was like a sense of not the band impending doom, not Sludgezilla, but the concept of impending doom. It just seemed like the guy was pretty bummed out, and that's,
which I mean, if that's and they loved the member that passed. So
right.
It
it was his twin brother.
Yeah, that's like, come on.
Yeah,
you're gonna definitely be writing some stuff,
right?
Some stuff about that. So that makes sense.
Yeah. And I'll get into that in the next episode.
I keep turning this way like Victor's there. Miss you, man.
At least maybe they're getting, they're successful and having, getting that baby.
Yeah, man.
Formulating. So with that, we didn't give our scores.
Oh, okay.
6.5. That's what I gave it.
I'm going to do you one better. 6.
All right. That's actually half worse, but that's fine.
Yeah. Well, in this case.
Yeah. So it wasn't miserable to get through, but this is definitely for me background music. Like this is not going to be something that I intentionally listen to, especially not focusing on it.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't put it on as background music.
Oh, I wouldn't put it on. I just mean if it's in the background, I'm fine. But
if it's in the background, I'm probably going to be making fun of it. That's the type of, I don't know.
More of an active hatred from you on this one.
A little bit, interactive.
Interactive.
Yeah.
They sing, I mock. They sing, I mock.
Yeah,
Well, Victor's not here. So I'm going to say he gives it I'm going to guess 5.5.
He doesn't do halves. Wait, you don't do halves.
I do halves. He does not.
He
I gave this one a half. No, you're right. So I'm going to say it's amazing. Victor finally did his first half.
Jeez.
5.5.
You crazy, man.
You crazy, Victor.
You're crazy, dude.
Crazy. What a night. What a night. Anyways, let's move on to our next segment. What else have they done? All right. So what else they've done is I didn't want to write it down, so I'm just going to read it right here from their Wikipedia page.
Nice. There you go.
They started out with Nightmares in 2016. Let's see. With their members here, let's see. Their current members are Dan Searle, Searle. So I don't know if it's Searle or Surly or, I mean, they're up in England. It could be Shulle. Who knows? Once you get into those Irish and Welsh pronunciations and stuff, it's anybody's guess. He's drums, percussion, programming, and he is the only remaining founding member.
Whoa.
Of the band.
Wow. Okay.
Excuse me. Then there's Sam Carter, lead vocals. He's been with the band a long time, since 2007.
Yeah.
He's just not a founding member, but he's definitely a part of the band's DNA. Alex Ali Dean is the bassist. He joined 2006, left in 2011, and then rejoined, I think, same year. Yeah, 2011, and is now in the band.
Huh. There you go.
I'm not going to look it up as to why he left for a month. Adam Christensen, rhythm guitar and backing vocals.
All right.
He just started doing backing vocals in 2020.
Okay.
He joined the band in 2015. He was a touring musician for a couple years before that, and then joined in 2015.
These guys have been in for a while, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Let's see. And then I think this guy is the most recent addition, Josh Middleton, lead guitar, and then he also does backing vocals. And he was a rhythm guitar musician in 2012, probably for a tour or two. Did I say a rhythm musician?
Yeah, I think you did.
Rhythm guitar touring musician during 2012, probably 1 or 2 tours.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so let's get back over to their discography. Let's see. First, they put out a demo in 2005 titled The 2005 Demo. I think that just means it didn't have a title. And then they released Nightmares in 2006. I just want to make sure I'm not super out of order here. Nope. And then in 2007, another LP, Ruin. And then they put out a split EP with Dead Swans, a band I have never heard of.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of Dead Swans, like Dead Animals, but never the band. That was in 2008. And then Hollow Crown, 2009, another full length.
Man.
The Here and Now in 2011. Daybreaker in 2012. And then let's see, there was a video album, 100 Days in 2013.
Wow.
The Here and Now, I already said that one. Lost Forever, Lost Together in 2014. All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us in 2016. Holy Hell in 2018. And then For Those That Wish to Exist in 2021. And then there's a couple of live albums they put out, Live at the Royal Albert Hall and For Those That Wish to Exist at Abbey Road.
Man.
They've
done
did I miss
a lot.
anything?
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, they're busy dudes for sure. They've done a lot. Which is why, I mean, I don't want to come across as like I'm saying bands shouldn't change their sound.
Yeah.
Like you said, just don't be a dick about it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I get it. I totally get, and especially when you've had the same crew for so long.
Right.
Like
right.
maybe someone at one time was like, "Hey, you want to like do a jazz album?" And they're like, "Shoot, yeah, let's do it."
Right.
And then everyone's in. Like I could totally see that.
Right.
Everyone just being like, "Hey, let's change our sound a little bit, or do something new, do something different." But when they're going in that direction, like a hard turn in that direction, and it's just like, "Well, screw all you, we're leaving."
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Well, that's what else they've done. Now let's go on to our no longer final segment, at least not in this episode.
No longer final.
Super historical, very interesting, completely factual trivia. Oh, you added an extra little note. That was cool. I like it. Have it written down over here. So obviously, let's just get the heaviest one out of the way that I didn't even know about till you said that, and I looked at it.
It's a pretty heavy one.
It is.
Yeah.
Tom Searle, Dan Searle's twin brother, also founding member of the band, died of melanoma skin cancer, I believe is what it was. I guess he had it for like 3 years.
Dang.
And then finally passed away from it. So that said, my condolences to his family and especially his brother.
R.I.P. Man.
Yeah, it's
rough.
It's hard losing a family member, let alone a twin brother. That's rough.
Yeah.
But now we got to get past that so that I can say a couple of the surlier things that I wrote down. So that all
right.
withstanding. The last two albums, this one and then the album before it, Dan, who is the drummer, wrote all the lyrics for it.
Oh, wow.
And as a fun little ribbing from a bassist to a drummer, you can tell the drummer wrote the lyrics, in my opinion. I don't know about the last album, but this one.
All right.
Yeah. And mostly because to me, I don't know. To me, there's something off. I can't always put my finger on it, but there's something off when the person writing the lyrics is not the person singing the lyrics.
No, I agree, dude.
Yeah,
Totally agree. You're not fully in it.
Yeah.
You don't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. You don't feel the lyrics.
At least not at the level of as the person who wrote them would. And then let's see. Yep. And lastly, one that's a little fun, the intro to Animals.
Mm-hmm.
Fans probably know this already, but those that don't, the first several seconds of it play the vocals in reverse. And what they say is, diamond, diamond in the mud, infinity is waiting there because nobody can burn a glass cathedral. That doesn't rhyme. But there you go. Those are the reverse lyrics.
All right.
Over there, yeah. In an interview, I don't remember who the interview was with. The frontman actually teased that there might be a hidden message on the, like, if you play it reverse on the last song at the end.
Really?
But I think he was saying only if you get the vinyl, like the actual vinyl record.
Yeah.
Because the way they designed it is there is like an homage to a Beatles record, Sgt. Pepper's, whatever.
No idea.
Not a big Beatles fan, but I know that song. I've heard of Sgt. Pepper's, something or other. And I guess on that one, like once the needle gets to the last ring on the vinyl, it's a ring, so it just keeps repeating. It doesn't actually stop until you pull the needle off.
Oh, okay.
And they designed it the same way.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
So he was saying that there may or may not be a hidden reverse message on there.
That's going to suck if there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Get everybody all excited and then...
people who buy the vinyl, at least.
Yeah.
Which sounds like about half their fans definitely won't. But yeah. So that's it for Architects.
Man.
For those that wish to exist. It's so long I'm having trouble.
Yeah. It's like an old Under Oath title.
Yeah.
That's what it's reminding me of.
Where it's like half a paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now let's go on to our new and final segment. Giant Fox Takes.
Oh, takes a what?
So you've heard of hot takes.
Yes.
It's my hot takes.
All right.
For this episode, we're going to do one every episode. Unless I forget to do it. Which, let's be honest, it's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
But my hot take for today is hardcore kids back from the early 2000s most likely are suffering or at least struggling with the beginning stages of arthritis in many of their joints.
That's a hot take.
All right, let's get out of here.
We're done.
We're done. Here's the outro. One minor thing, a correction. Studio 666 was actually released back in March. I think it was originally supposed to be released in February, but then it got pushed back a little bit. Released for download or for streaming on March 18th. So in the last episode where we covered Dream Widow, that album, I said it hasn't been released yet. That was wrong. I just didn't do enough research. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, good for clearing that up, man.
Yeah. So if you like what you watch, if you're watching on YouTube, we're also on Rumble. If you're watching there, there you go.
Just
tippity tap, all the buttons, all the good buttons. Thumbs up that you like it. Comment. Let us know how we did. Let us know what you don't even have to give us feedback. Just let us know what you thought of this album.
Communicate.
Oh, doing it on a computer, old school, huh? Nice.
That's right. Well, I did this.
Oh, typewriter.
So
all right,
we're going old school.
If you're watching this on a typewriter, take your meds.
That's right. That's right.
Comment, follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tippity tap that bell. If you're listening to the audio version of this, we would appreciate if you'd rate, review, like, whatever you can do on the platform you're listening to this on. We'd love to hear from you. You can contact us. You can email us if you're old school at victorandthegiantfox@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Instagram. VATGF podcast.
We everywhere. That's right.
Yeah. Not Facebook. I mean, technically the page is still up there, but it is very neglected because who goes on Meta? Ooh, excuse me.
Oh.
Who goes on Meta anymore?
Yeah. Ain't nobody on there, man.
Nope. Well, there is, but nobody.
Yeah.
It's not
it's only
40
a
years
few.
older than us.
Yeah.
It's all relatives.
Yeah.
That's fine. But anyways, next week, like I said, we're looking at Alt, their first EP from 2020, Dark Waters.
Yeah.
Stick around for that.
It's going to be great.
Mike, I was thinking we would go with an a cappella outro this time.
All right.
Give the music a rest. And my throat's a little scratchy, so I was going to see if you could do it. Hit that outro music for us, man.
All right.
See ya.